Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how I potty trained my daughter. Now, my daughter is quite a strong-willed girl. I love that for her, and it will be great in the future when she's a woman. I'm not so sure about teenage years, but for now, I've had to learn ways to interact with her and get her to listen and hear me when I speak to her. When she was a child and she couldn't communicate that well, and around potty training years, when she was around 2 is when I started to even think about it. It was tough, coming up with a way to deal with it without it turning into a power struggle between us. I wanted a more no pressure approach to potty training, something that wouldn't lead to power struggles. So I used what I now call the gentle choice potty training method. I introduced both the potty and the toilet training seat on all the different toilets in the house. And then I gave her the chance to explore them, but I didn't force her to use them. Now the key to this method, if you choose to try it out, is to expose them to the potty or the toilet training seat or both as early as possible, but don't force anything on them, don't pressure them, and don't have any high expectations yourself. So for 3 days, I put her in pants, potty training pants sometimes, and then normal pants sometimes, just to give her a variety of different feelings. And then I would gently remind her throughout the day, on those 3 days, you can use the toilet now if you feel like it. Remember, the toilet seat is there, or the potty's over there. Remember that you can use it. Oh, you just had a meal. Do you think you need a poo? Or you've just had that smoothie. Do you think you need a wee? And know that she could use the potty if she needed to. Now, you need to remember that accidents happen. It's natural, especially when you first start out. Remind yourself of that constantly. Don't let it surprise you. Reminding yourself of that will also help you to not reprimand your child when it happens. Now, the main key and the highlight of this method is to allow your child independence. It's that independence that they crave. And it might make this journey to being fully potty trained a more interesting one for them. At the end of those 3 days, we let her choose when and where she wanted to use the potty or the toilet seat. Speaking of when and where, it also helps, of course, to have a carry potty. I'll link one of those in this video as well. But then we also had, these toilet seat ones, the portable toilet seats that you can carry on to different places. I preferred them to a carry potty. But we had all these different options available for whatever she decided that she preferred to use. So she's tried all these different kinds of toilet seats, potties, etc. It really helps to empower her to take control of her potty training process. So you give them gentle reminders throughout those 3 days, but you remain calm whenever there are accidents. And for this method, I'd really encourage you to stay patient, stay calm, and trust the process. I think this method works so well for my daughter because, as I said, she's quite strong-willed. She's very independent. She likes to get things done on her own, figure things out on her own. And so this process helped her to understand why she was getting potty trained and kind of get her mind around how it freed her up. She liked the fact that she could take control as well of where she went. She took the decision on the fact that she liked the toilet seat, the toilet training seat itself. She didn't like potties. She just liked to be able to take decisions on things in general. She's that kind of girl. I think that lots of you who have daughters might say the same from the trend of stories I hear from friends. So this process respects your child's autonomy, and in the process, it reduces the stress of potty training. It was a much less stressful process for both me and her because I wasn't banging at her constantly for days, weeks, and maybe even months on end about, do you have to go now? You probably need to go now. That kind of thing can be quite annoying for them. But remember that every child is different. So use a process or a method that works for your specific child. A process that works not just for your child, but your entire family. And I'm keeping that in mind as I move on to potty train my son. They're two very different individuals, and I'm not sure if this process will work with him. I'll report back. But I am keeping that in mind. I know that I might have to employ a completely different process for him, a different method for him. I'm preparing myself mentally for that. But I wanted to share with you what I did with my daughter. It was kind of I didn't think too hard about it before I did it, but it worked so well. I'm not sure if other moms have done that. If you have, shared that with me in the comments below. Tell me how you came up with it. Did you read it somewhere? And how quickly did it work for your child? So thanks for watching this quick video. And before I go, the 3 top tips I'd say for this method are to stay calm and consistent. 1, allow them to have mistakes without frustration. 2, and 3, to gently remind them but don't put pressure on them. That's really important. Patience is key, and your child will get there in their own time. It will happen. They will definitely be potty trained by uni. So like this video, comment, and share with anyone that you think might benefit from it. Also share your own potty training stories in the comments below. I'd love to learn about how it went for you, what you did, as I've got my own other new journey coming up soon. There's some more parenting tips and strategies on my blog, and I'll leave the link to that in the description. Thanks for watching, and see you again in the next video. Bye.